Hey guys, what's up? It's Kenzie. Welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about 6 things that I have learned while living in Portland for the past 6 months. And yes, I do live downtown, so please ignore the loud ass cars that are going on behind me. Anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, hit the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a brand new video, and leave me a comment down below on what you have learned in the past 6 months. Let's get into this video. I can't believe that it's been 6 months. It really doesn't even feel like it. It feels like I literally got here yesterday, blinked my eyes, and 6 months flew by. But to start off, let's do number 1, which is I have really learned to love being alone. I love my alone time. I love being by myself, hanging out with myself, doing the things that I love by myself, and I've just really thoroughly learned to enjoy my time alone as a human being. And I think that's something that everybody should learn how to do, is because we are going to be with ourselves for the rest of our lives, and other people really do come and go, and sometimes we really search for other things and other people that we can just give ourselves. And I've really learned to find those things by myself and cherish the time that I do have alone, because sometimes we don't get a lot of alone time. I have spent the majority of these past 6 months here alone in my apartment, and yeah, it does get lonely sometimes, but I am my own best company. I am my most authentic self when I am by myself, and I just prefer the company of myself. Anyways, like I said, it does get a little lonely, and that's gonna be leading on to number 2, which is having a support system is so important to so many aspects of life. Like, my support system is literally 2,000 miles away across the fucking country from me, and it is so hard being here alone. Like, I love being alone, but it's hard being here in Portland alone. So what I mean by a support system is just, you know, the people who you surround yourself with, and the people who love you and care about you and want the best for you and support you, and, you know, in the name support system, like, it's a system of people who support you. As simple as that. That's another thing, though, is that it's really important to surround yourself with people who actually love and care about you and want the best for you, because sometimes when you surround yourself with people who only care about themselves and only care about what benefits they can get from having you in their life, can be very toxic and negative. So that's something else I really learned, is that sometimes people only want you for the benefit of having you. Also, something else that I've learned within the category of having a support system is that it's so important to be a social creature, in which we are, because, like, video chats and phone calls do not do the same as hugging a loved one or having somebody just physically sit next to you and just be with somebody. It's so important to have people in your life and interact with people, because I went a couple weeks without barely any human interaction, and it was bad. It was really bad. And I do not recommend that much alone time. Alone time is very beneficial, but too much alone time can be very bad. Within spending a lot of time alone, I have really learned, this is number 3, I've really learned how to take care of myself. And I made an entire video about this, and I'll link it here and in the description box below. But I really have learned how to take care of myself. I have learned when I need to sleep. I have learned what kind of foods are good for my body. I have learned, like, how much alcohol is too much alcohol, and, like, I've learned how much water I need, and I've learned the hobbies. I think the hobbies that benefit me positively, and I think it's very important to find hobbies that are that positively impact your life. Like, I do yoga and it's so good for mental clarity and regaining back within to my body and grounding myself in where I am in life. I've also learned so much more about how I want to take care of me, and I get to take care of me, and that's exciting to me. And I get to do my skincare and nighttime routine every night, and that makes me happy, and I find joy within taking care of myself. And I am very proud of myself for being able to take care of myself, financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, and I'm able to do all of those things for myself. And that's another thing that a lot of people can't do, is take care of themselves, because they don't know how. And I think it's because they don't spend enough time alone with themselves. But anyways, I'm very proud of myself for being able to take care of myself, and that's something that I've learned in these 6 months, is how to take care of myself, which is super exciting. On to number 4, some things that I have learned about Portland. First of all, yes, it rains a lot. It rains a lot here. The sky is gray probably like 85% of the time. When the sun is shining, you bet I am outside soaking it up, because it is, the gray skies are very, very gloomy and depressing, and it's depressing, and it does rain a lot here. And that's something else, is that the way that the seasons change are different than it is in like Buffalo or the East Coast. It's technically spring now, but it's not spring really. Like, it's still pretty cold here. And in Buffalo, it's starting to be spring there, which is cool. And like the weather difference, like today it's like 50 degrees and raining, but it's cold. It's cold. But like 50 degrees and raining in Buffalo would be warm. It's so weird. It's so weird. Also, there was this saying that I heard when I first moved here that made no sense to me, but now it does through the people I've met. So there's a saying that East Coast people are kind but not nice, and the West Coast people are nice but not kind. And that's basically meaning, like, when people are nice, they're nice to your face, but they're not kind behind, if that makes sense. And then like East Coast people are not very nice, especially in New York. We're not very nice people, but we're very kind. We care about people. That's what I mean. And through the people that I've met, not all of them, some of them are very nice and kind people, but a lot of the people that I've met are very nice but not kind. Also, fun fact, this was hilarious when I found this out, is that like if you're very like hippie and tree hugging loving hippie-ish here, they call them granola. Yeah, they call people granola, which made no sense to me, but I think it's funny. So then on to number 5, Portland and Oregon in general is so beautiful. It's so beautiful here. And they call it the green state, and it's for a good reason, because the trees here are so fucking cool. The forestry here is immaculate, and the different kind of shrubbery and just plant life that is here is so cool. And the coolest thing I think is that they literally build buildings and houses into the hills. Like, you can literally go from like this elevation to like this elevation, and there's houses all along it. And it's so cool to me, because New York is very flat. It's very flat. And I don't know, like, I haven't gone exploring many places, but the places that I have gone exploring are very beautiful. And even just me being able to walk into downtown, and the buildings and the architecture there, and the architecture downtown is so cool, and the food cart culture is really cool, and there's just so much amazing beautifulness of the state of Oregon, and I feel like it's something that everybody should experience at least once. So that was number 5, and now here we are on to number 6, the last one. I recently took a trip back home to Buffalo, and I really realized how much New York really is my home. And what I've learned is that no matter where I go in life, no matter how far I venture away from New York, I can always go back home. I can always go back home, and I love that. New York will always hold the biggest part of my heart, and I love it there so much, and I can't wait to be back there. But it's just very comforting knowing that no matter how far away I stray, I can always go back home, and there's always love for me back home, and that makes me really happy. And I really have enjoyed these 6 months. I have really lived it up, and I've also cried a lot in my apartment, and I've really healed a lot, and I've really grown a lot, and I've really learned so much about so many things. But these are just 6 things that I have learned, and I really love being here in Oregon, but I really can't wait to go back to New York. I'm ready to go home. That is 6 things that I've learned in 6 months of living in Portland. I'm really happy that you guys have been on this journey with me here in Oregon, and it really warms my heart that you guys have supported me so much during these 6 months. They've been a really big growing and learning period of my life, and it's just so crazy that it's already been 6 months and so much has changed. And I just want to thank you guys from the deepest depths of my heart for watching my videos and sharing your nice, kind thoughts, and, you know, DMing me on Instagram, asking me questions and stuff like that. I really love it, and I really love my internet friends here I've made on YouTube and on my Instagram. If you're not following me there, go follow me. It's just Kenzie Maund. That was just a quick 6 things that I've learned. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Hit the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a brand new video. I am really trying to hit 1,000 subscribers this year. I would really love your support, and if you've made it this far, I love you even more. And leave me a comment down below on something that you've learned in the past 6 months. Alright guys, I hope you guys are all doing so very well, and I will see you next time. Bye.